Welcome back to the channel. This is the Stock Eye, a clear vision towards portfolio wealth. I am your host and CEO, Kenny, all rights reserved. I do want to give a shout out to the Cash App Square Block platform. I have submitted several ideas via Twitter, and some of those tweets I will print out and do a video on those and show you some of the activities that have been updated to improve this particular app as far as investing. So let's move forward. The portfolio is at 5319. Look under the hood here. The full investment is 51.56. There's $1.63 gain. I was a little bit more than that in my last video, but here we go. This video is going to reflect the activities of Monday, June 27, 2022 through Friday, July 1st, and also Tuesday, July 5th. All right. So I did add Peloton here, and Tuesday, July 5th, Peloton was up 14%. My investment is $1.10. There's a 6-cent gain. The full share price is $10.41. The reason why I got into Peloton, I did submit an idea that they can do a collaboration with Goodyear and build mountain bike premium. The keyword is premium mountain bikes and DMX trick style bikes that you see on those X game type shows. If they can get into that kind of feel of competition and creating bikes for those guys to do those fancy tricks and skateboards, this would be a major move for Peloton. And their apparel, branch out their apparel, get into golf, get into tennis, sponsor a tennis player, sponsor a golf player, golf balls, golf clubs, and things of that nature, tennis rackets. This is stuff that they can just easily transition into and thus build a brand outside of just fitness, similar to what Under Armour has done. And they can also compete directly with Planet Fitness and build Peloton fitness centers. Just imagine you got your subscription at home, you're talking to your favorite instructor, and now you can go see him or her at your local Peloton fitness center, pay your little fee to get in, and you can take pictures with your favorite person. And here's the kicker, you got exclusive Peloton equipment that you can't get at home that's only at this center. So win-win, Peloton. Don't sleep on this. Let's move forward, man. DraftKings. My initial investment is $2.05. There's a 41-cent gain. And the full share price is $12.97. I wish I had DraftKings around when Michael Jordan was playing or Ken Griffey Jr. and I could bet on how many home runs or threes each one of those guys would hit. And so for the new generation, they get the opportunity to bet on their favorite sports player. And here I am, definitely riding with DraftKings. Let's move on. Mr. Car Wash. What more can I say? People love to have their car looking good when they're out and about. And if you're spending $5 and $6, $7 in gas in the year of 2022, yeah, you definitely want to have your car looking new. All right. So with that, my investment is $3.06. There's a 25-cent gain. The full share price is $11.84. I am here. There, Mr. Car Wash coming from the West Coast, going to the East Coast in the United States, they acquiring different car washes and or building them themselves from scratch as brick and mortar location. Either way, they can improve the subscription model and maybe a little pricing power in there to amp up the pricing if they can. But adding more locations is key here. Guess the new generation is wearing the Guess t-shirts, jeans, hats, and any other accessories that they sell. This is a quiet company. You never hear this talked about on those stock channels, Bloomberg, CNCB, and all the other stock cable channels or whatnot. But it's a quiet company. My investment is $2.10. There's a 2-cent gain, and the full share price is $17.44. And so yes, Guess is in the portfolio. But yeah, you don't hear they beat earnings and they go on by their business, but you never hear them on CNBC or any other station for that matter. All right, Nike. I did add Nike in the portfolio. They was up 3%. There's a small $1.10 investment. There's a 2-cent gain. And the full share price is $104.32. You'd be hard pressed to find a pair of Nikes for $104, unless you get them heavily discounted or at the Nike outlet. But they did beat earnings, and now the green light is on because the next report is going to reflect back to school, and then that next quarterly report after that would be your holiday shopping. Moving along. So we talk about back to school and the Well brands. They have notebook paper, crayons, pencils, markers. They also have pots, pans, oven mittens, and all that kind of stuff. My investment is $1.05. That's a 15-cent gain. And the initial stock is trading at an even $20 a share. And let's move right along. Again, the back to school, they will play heavily in that space of Elmer's glue, Sharpie markers, and all that kind of stuff they sell. Good year. Yeah, it is time for a good year. No pun intended, but I do love this stock. $2.15. That's a 7-cent gain. The full share is $11.06. This is a steal, not a deal, in my own humble personal opinion. But I do like this. Again, there are many applications here where we talk about appliances, from the refrigerator rubber that hangs around the door, the car rubber that hangs around the door, and all other applications for automotive tires. You look under the hood of a car, you got rubber belts, the rubber that goes on the air filter, all this specialized rubber that Goodyear has the potential to make if there's ever a shortage, along with John Deere and Caterpillar and many other applications that you use rubber. And again, if they partner with Peloton on my particular idea of building premium bikes, then you got another opportunity. Let's move on. Krispy Kremes. I did enjoy some Krispy Kremes over the weekend. As I do a time check here real quick. And my initial investment is $1. There's an 8-cent gain. The full share price is $13.86. Krispy Kreme is going ex-dividend in this month, meaning that if I want the full dividend, I have to go ahead and purchase the remaining fractional of this share and get a full share. And that's something that I am aiming to do. Hanes brand. Just like with the back to school, Hanes brand owns the Champion brand, which has seen a resurgence with the new generation. And so you see the Champion t-shirts, hats, and things of that nature. My investment is $3.11. That's a 12-cent gain. The full share price is $10.44, which is a steal, not a deal. Of course, Hanes brand has t-shirts, boxers, briefs, socks, sports bras, panties for ladies, leggings, and other accessories. And they do make face masks as well. So I do like Hanes brand. Again, just a quiet company, under the radar, and yet people buy their products annually. Let's move on. Six Flags Entertainment. I do like Six Flags Entertainment. For me, is a metaphor to remind me of the up and down that is the stock market, and that is a roller coaster for that matter. And so the pun is intended. My investment is $3.05. There's a 12-cent gain, and the full share is $23.39. I am here for that. Moving right along, Levi Strauss, just like I mentioned with the other companies as far as apparel, we are going into the back to school for the year 2022. And so Levi will see that surge. I am here. $1.65 is the investment. I am down 3 pennies. The full share price is $16.25. That is a steal, not a deal. And again, their back to school play is coming up, and then they're going to roll right into the holiday season, just like Nike. So win-win. And while you got your Levi's, you might get on a Delta flight and go to the Bahamas. Either way, my investment is $4.16 as I do a time check here. I'm down 9 cents, and the full share is $29.82. I do like Delta Airlines, as I wanted to get into the aviation space, just like I wanted to get into the supermarket with Dole. Dole bananas, Dole pineapples, prepackaged coleslaw, lettuce, shredded lettuce, and all the other things that they have. My investment is $2.05. There's a 11-cent loss at the moment, and the stock is trading at $8.88. Triple eights. I do like Dole going forward, though. They pay an 8-cent dividend per one share, and that can only increase. And they do have acquisition possibilities to take over some of the other players in the game. Moving right along. Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren, however you want to pronounce it, I am here. I'm here for that reopening play as people get out and travel and they want them a nice polo shirt. I'm also here for back to school. I'm also here for the holiday season. My investment is $6.10. I'm down 1 penny, and the full share price is $90.75. Again, I do like Ralph Lauren. And again, at the time of this video, again, we are July 5th. August, September, October, you're going right in back to school and then the holidays. So win-win here. Moving on from Ralph Lauren or Ralph Lauren, we go to Western Union. I do like Western Union. I did say they should test Bitcoin and get into cryptocurrency. They are a major player in transferring money into those rural countries and areas, and they are definitely iconic for that, along with money orders for that matter. My investment is $2. There's a 5-cent gain. The full share price is $16.77. They also have a deal with MasterCard as well. And so I am definitely here for Western Union. That's a steal, not a deal. AT&T, what more can I say? I do like AT&T. AT&T been around for, all right. So my investment is $2.10. There's a 21-cent gain. The full share price is $21.17 as I do a quick time check. All right. And I do like AT&T. Of course, you got 5G. You got eventually 6G. You got wireless service that they have. You have the landline that people still use as well. And you have the internet that they offer packages as well. So AT&T now, since they got rid of the media side and just going to focus on their core business, AT&T looks good. Yeah, they cut the dividend, but 27 cents per one share. I'm here for that. It can only go up from now because they are focusing on their core business. So that dividend will increase. And they did gain market share over Verizon in their last earnings reports. All right. So let's move on to the crown jewel in the portfolio, and that is none other than Coca-Cola. My investment is $8.95. There's a 20-cent gain. Scroll down. The full share price is $63.28. Let's scroll down a little bit more to reflect this new feature with Cash App, and that is the roundup feature that I mentioned in my previous video. They round up your quote-unquote spare change and they apply it to a stock of your choosing. Of course, I chose Coca-Cola, and over the weekend I used my card, and $3.42 was applied to a purchase of a stock today, and I thank you very much for that. And let's see here, and also a dividend was paid out. All right, so 22 cents was also sent. All right, so I'm about to reinvest those 22 pennies back in here. Let's move on. So give a shout to Coca-Cola. Thanks Cash App for this roundup feature. Now I got to do another time check. All right, let's move it right along. All right, so I did add John Deere. I like John Deere. Again, I told you about the Goodyear rubber play, but with this war in Ukraine and Russia, I'm pretty sure the U.S. government going to purchase some of these tractors and send them overseas so they can repair that land for farming, and Caterpillar for tearing down the buildings and building some of those buildings back up. So I do like John Deere and Caterpillar. For this particular position, it's $1.50. There's a 2-cent gain. The full share price is $292.13 as I do a time check. So yeah, I do like John Deere at this position. This was a almost $50 stock. Man, this is a steal. Smile Direct Club. I told you in my previous video, Smile Direct Club should become the brick and mortar dentist, not just aligners. Become the dentist of the future for the young generation. I mean, it's a no-brainer here. $2 is my investment. There's an even 2 shares. 104 is the share price. All right, and my last, if I can get out of here, is British American Tobacco. I do like British American Tobacco. There's a $1.28 investment, 1 cent gain, and I'm looking at the time here. I do like this. Their major product is the Newport's brand, and a lot of people buy the Newport brand cigarettes along with their other brand products, and so I'm here for that. And that is the end of the video. Thanks for